Kevin Collins here with another raw file of the week edit for the Fro Knows photo.com forums. This is week number 10's photo. And before we get into editing, I'll say my two little disclaimers. The first is that this is not my photo, it's just going to be my edits. This photo was actually taken by none other than Jared Poland, so all the credit for the photo is his. Second, I've not seen Jared's or Greg's edit, nor have I seen any of the edits from the forum members. So with that, we'll get into it and we'll see what we can do with the picture. Looks to me like it's an engagement picture or a pre-wedding picture, or maybe it's just a couple of Jared's friends that wanted to take a picture together or something. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a nice scene, interesting place, especially when you see that the the corn husks are tied to the street lights and all this brickwork. I don't know if this is an actual working train station or if it's just like a model souvenir tourist type attraction where you can ride the train for 20 minutes or something or other. But either way, it's a great setting. It looks to me like it's an overcast day because all the colors are kind of muted here. So we're going to see what we can do with it. I'm going to make me a virtual copy here, and we're going to go into the develop module. Now we're going to start by trying to make the colors pop, and to do that I'm going to do the bam bam pow maneuver and bump the contrast first. And there was a slight bit of adjustment or improvement there. We're going to bump the clarity, and we're going to bump the vibrance. Just to get some tonal definition between all the colors in this shot. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a smidge of fill light in it. And it looks to me in this area like there's a little bit of noise from the higher ISO. So I'm going to take a little bit of that out with, well, let's go ahead and do the sharpening and the lens correction. So yeah, let's drag this down and do a little bit of the noise reduction, get rid of this this grain here. Just to bring that bokeh back into shape, not bokeh, bokeh. And you could see it here in this color band on the train, and if you zoomed in without it, you could see it on her face and in his face. So we're going to go back and we're going to put about 30 in there, maybe a little more, a little less, just to smooth it out, just a fuzz. Come back up here and let's see what we can do with some blacks. And I'm going to bump the white balance just a smudge. Try and get those bricks to stand out a little bit. Yeah. Now, at this point, I got to tell you that I'm tempted to do two things. The first, and I'm going to go ahead and do this just so I can have both options here. I'm going to create another virtual copy, and I'm going to do that and turn it black and white. And I'm going to tweak the black and white ever so slightly. Oops, too much. Now, both of these pictures, I mean, they're stunning pictures, don't get me wrong, Jared. But I think the main focal point are the couple there, and I think we've got a little too much on the peripheral of them. And you're gonna hate me for this, but I think it needs a crop. I honestly do, and I think it needs a pretty severe crop in the fact that you know, something like maybe that, and maybe even going so far as that. I'm going to crop the color because, like I said, it does um, bring out the couple up from the peripheral things. Let's put it that way. The the black and white, I think, would stand on its own at full size because um, there's enough contrast between the people and the sidewalk there that you get drawn straight into them. Now, don't get me wrong. The focus and the bokeh of that lens does that too. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on there between the trees and all the detail in the brickwork and the leaves being with it being autumn. Um, Lots of things can draw people's eyes away from that, and I think that the color being cropped, and maybe instead of being cropped that much, you know, we pull it back to something like that. But I still think it needs it. So I'm going to crop the color and I'm going to leave the black and white alone, and I'm going to submit them both. So just don't send me any email bombs, please. So until well, let's go ahead and do the before and the after here. I wonder why it cropped the before. I don't believe I've ever. Well, anyway, here's the before. Here's the after. And let's actually put the color or the black and white up there. There's the before. And there's the after. Anyway, until I get number 11 done, we'll see you.